knife community. We got the TSPROF Pioneer here. I did the unboxing video. So today, I've kind of played with this thing quite a bit. So today what I want to do is I want to sharpen a knife. Not just any knife, but we got the old Western 532 here. Now, if you look, you can tell, I mean, this is a user. I think I bought this knife in West Virginia at an old pawn shop my in-laws owned, but if you look, it's just not sharp at all. So what I want to do is I want to run through a sharpening. I've sharpened one knife with this system so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set an angle. We got the angle finder they sent, the Axa-Cube. So I'm going to use that. And what I like my knives at, a knife like this with kind of a thicker blade stock in the back, I think I'm going to put that at 20 degrees. I think that's a good starting point for that. So let's set this thing up. Let's set her up. Then we're going to need to cut it. We're going to need to do some cutting here. So we're going to start with 150 on the diamond here. So we're going to start with this. So very easy to use this system. You know, these things are just held in here with a spring, like so. Now to put your knife in there. The thing is, there's so much, you get so much stuff out. I got a little box of goodies here that I keep my stuff in to use this. And what am I actually looking for here? Oh, the Allen wrenches. So to put the knife in there, you need your wrenches and whatnot. So I couldn't use the C-clamp that came with it because it just wasn't long enough. So what I did was I got my own little clamp here I got at the house, and I'm using that. So again, this is, oh, it's actually already open. So we're going to start with the actual handle to the right. We're just going to tighten down on it. Now, is there a right or wrong way to put this in here? What I like to do with these, and everyone, you might say I'm stupid. You might say, Big J, you don't know how to sharpen a knife. That's fine. Actually, let's take her more. I want the handle back a little more here. So, there we go. So we're just going to tighten her down. So, there we go. Alright, so we got her tightened down. I like to kind of make it to where it isn't straight, where the tip and the actual ricasso of the knife is more straight than the point going way up to change your angle. So what I want to do now is I want to, let's set our angle here. So it's on P2, put her right there. Well, the neighbors are sneezing. I want to zero it out. Okay, so we got it zeroed out now. So what I'm going to do is I want this at 20 degrees, right? So we got that there. So it's at 21 degrees. So I just need to drop it down a hair. Right there, 20.1 is, actually we got this little stopper thing here. There we go. There we go. I think that'll work. So right there, we're at 20 degrees. Let's put this out of the way for now. Let's turn it off. It's off now. I need some water, guys. It's warm out. I'm in my garage. I got the door open. So I'm going to have to adjust my body a little bit too. I've never clamped this down yet. So we're going to do is go till we get a burr. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to flip it. I got a burr going really good all the way down through, and I added a second clamp here. So actually I'm going to move this other clamp over here a little bit, kind of distribute it a little more evenly, the pressure. Alright, now we're just going to do the same thing on the opposite side. And again, this is a second knife I've sharpened on this, so I'm used to a little precision adjust, so having something a little more heavier duty, a little more professional is a little different. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to flip it, and what we're going to do is, since we got a burr on each side, I'm going to count the strokes. I want to do probably 5 and 5, then we'll move up in grit. So, and what we want to do with this is make nice progressive strokes, like really nice strokes like this. So that was 5 up and back. And now what I like to do is, so you got a burr on this side now, so what I like to actually do is deburr it. Oh yeah, you can already feel how sharp it's getting. So that's the 150. So we're just going to move up 220. And again, guys, this is only the second knife I've sharpened with this system. So if it looks like I'm not familiar with it, that's why. It's only 2 sharpenings. Oh man, that's sharp. Getting sharp. Okay. So just want to stack those right there for now. What we got here? So it goes from 220 to 400. All right, next up we got the 600. Drink. The whole parking thing is a little bit I wish that was a little bit better. I mean, it does work, but it's just I don't know, it's a little off, and then you got to move this back straight. But oh well, could be worse, right? Oh, she's nice and smooth and buttery on this 600 now. Then once you're on the higher grit, see it falls down. But once you're on the higher grit, your burr gets smaller and smaller. So that's on 6. So we just finished 600, and fairly sharp. So this comes with I think 5 stones, and it goes up to 1,000. So what we'll do is, I usually stop at 600 because that's usually a grit that I like. I usually go to 600 and strop, but since they sent it with up to 1,000 grit, I'm going to sharpen this up to 1,000 grit and see what it gives us. Do 5 passes on each side. I do love how smooth it is, how it just everything is precise on it. Really, really nice. So let's deburr. Let's see how sharp it is. Hey, Sam. My boy's out here. So let's check our cube and make sure it stayed. Of course, we got stuff stuck to it. So we're on P2. Let's go there and see if she'll zero out. That's close enough to zero for me. Yeah, 20 degrees. So it stayed. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it stayed at 20. Hopefully you can see it. Don't know if you can or not. Let's turn her off though. There we go. Shut her down. Now, as far as taking the knife out, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's the same way you put it in. You just loosen up your Allens. I like this too because everything stays in place. So yeah. That's without stropping. Alright guys, so the recording stopped. I don't know where it stopped at, but it's great when that happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, we got a new piece, we wiped the edge off, and we'll just see how, and again we didn't strop. I don't know what you guys can see, and again that's zero stropping. All the way out to the tip, she's pretty sharp. So yeah, she is sharp. And taking hair off my leg, no problem. I don't know if you can see the hair or not on there. Yeah, I think it does a pretty good job, guys. What do you guys think? I'll go in there, I'm going to strop it up and maybe come back with some final thoughts. Again, I don't know where it stops, so we're going to have to check that out as well. Alright guys, so we're back here for some final thoughts on the sharpening that we pulled off on this old Western 532, this F. So, she's pretty old, 80s model. Probably an 82, D is 80, DEF, so yeah, 82 model. So, you know, we sharpened it. I brought it in here. I hit them with just some green and black compound. That's what I usually use. I got some stuff with some gunny juice on it, but I mean, look at that. Look how sharp. And again, once you're past your initial profiling with the low grit, you know, that low stone, from there it's just, I just do five up and down passes. Look at that. 5 up and down passes on each one after that. So yeah, it works pretty good. I'm wearing this watch. I don't want to cut the band to it, but I mean, this thing will just take the hair. It just pops the hair right off of you. So I'm really happy with it. Again, it probably took me, what, half an hour at the most. That's me talking to the camera. So if you're really getting after it, 20 minutes, you're going to have a knife profiled and ready to use and have her sharp. So, alright guys. So that is some final thoughts after the initial sharpening. You know, like I said, I've sharpened 2 knives on it so far. Got great results each time. Each time I took it to 1,000 grit out there. What I'll start doing on my working edges is I'll just take it to 600, then strop it. I like that toothier edge. You know, it does does help out a little bit, you know, when you're doing stuff, cutting things. So I'm really happy with it. Again, link's going to be in the description where you can order yours. They do have them on Amazon now. They have them on there. They have their own website, and the one that you see me use is the Pioneer. Just a great system. Great for beginners even. I mean, it's an easy setup. Once you get rolling, it's just pretty basic and simple. All right, guys. Hey, like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this.